Is this thing on? Yeah, that better be on because I just filmed the whole video and then I didn't actually click record, so that was fun. All right, how's it going? Welcome back to another vlog on this channel. It's weird because I don't do these types of vlogs, so I usually get really nervous when I'm standing in front of the camera. But yeah, what you saw there was a little bit of a sneak peek as I'm going to be taking you through my setup through B-roll because I don't want to go ahead and walk around my whole room with a camera because I feel like I want to do something more artistic. And I just want to try something new just because I'm really interested in seeing how vlogging works. And yeah, so welcome to my setup 2021. This is a sort of a thing I'm doing for, I guess, 100 subscribers, even though I reached it like a really long time ago. But it's something that I wanted to do and just to see how far I could get by using my cheap ring lights and my phone and just showing off my setup and showing off to people how I make my streams and my content that I make weekly, which again I'm trying to post weekly. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and start off with these super cheap ring lights that I got from Facebook Marketplace, and I look surprisingly good like this. So yeah, these are some really cheap ring lights I got for like $10 off of Facebook Marketplace, and I don't regret it because I got 3 of them and that was about $30, and they're all USB powered, so I can just like plug them into whatever and I can just start streaming with them, and I can also control the brightness. And it has like 3 lights, which is yellow, blue, and white. It gives me a decent amount of creative control over my coloring when I am live streaming. So I guess that's a sort of a benefit when I'm doing that. But let's go and get on to the actual setup portion of the video. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and talk about is the Shure SM7B. This is my latest purchase on my streaming setup because I recently moved from a Rode NT USB microphone, which... there it is, I found it right here. It's this. This is the Rode NT USB. This is my previous microphone that I used before I switched to the SM7B. I bought that with my own money and I have no money left. That SM7B is plugged into the Focusrite Scarlett 2x2, and that is connected through a cloudlifter to the SM7B. A lot of people say you don't need it. I personally preferred the sound quality with it. I didn't want to go and like blow all of my budget on like buying a Go XLR or something because no one wants to do that. This mic actually looks really good with this pop filter on. But yeah, the SM7B has given me so much more control over the audio, and it's just improved my audio quality so much on stream. And people are probably going to be asking what the Boomarm is that is connected to. The Boomarm of this is the Rode PSA 1 studio arm. And honestly, it's so much better than the other, again, cheap $10 Facebook Marketplace Boomarm that I bought that couldn't hold my NT USB because it was too heavy, even though I tightened all of the screws. But the PSA 1 gives me so much adjustability during stream and just allows me to like use the proximity effect to my liking whenever I want to. And my headphones are these, which is the Sennheiser PXC 550s. I didn't buy this, okay? This belonged to my dad, and he said the audio was too quiet because it delivered too clean of an audio, and he likes having loud, boomy audio, so I just went ahead and took these because they give really clear audio and they help with audio monitoring. And also, this is just super duper comfy. Like, these fit like perfectly over my ears and they're super duper comfortable for wearing for long periods of time during a stream. Also, I should go ahead and point out, I don't use wireless headphones for gaming. I do not trust wireless headphones at all unless they're like specifically designed for gaming. So there is an audio jack here that I go ahead and plug in, even though I trip over it like every single time on stream, and I end up disconnecting it. And it just really, really sucks. Going aside from the Shure SM7B though, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are probably gonna notice the PlayStation 5 that was also shown there. This was, I think, like the 15 PlayStation 5s that was sold from the store that I bought it from. So that was a really cool thing to have. And it's a powerhouse, like it really is a powerhouse. It's a beautiful thing. The first few videos that I recorded after coming back to YouTube after 3 years was on a PlayStation 5 connected to an Elgato HD60S capture card going directly into my computer, which was a Razer Blade 15 Advanced, which had an RTX 2080 Max Q. Don't get me wrong, that's a really powerful computer, but for some reason I found it like really performance throttling every single time I tried streaming on it, so I decided to upgrade to a gaming PC, which I'll get to later, by the way. I'm going to keep you guys watching to find out the specs of that. The webcam that I use for my streams, actually there are 2 of them because I recently got a Stream Deck, and as I'm recording this, this is August 20th. It was August 19th, the day before, which was my birthday. So I got an Elgato Stream Deck as a gift, which allows me to now just have so much more creative control over my streams. I'm not saying you need a Stream Deck necessarily, it just makes it super duper useful to have one. But that allows me to switch between two cameras, which I've actually done quite a bit on yesterday's stream. And for my first camera that I have, it's like a Canon Vixia HF something or the other, I forget the name. My dad bought this. It's a pretty expensive camcorder. He bought it a long time ago. I would never spend this much money on something just for streaming solely, because I'm not like Harris Heller or something. So I'd rather stick to my, you know, old webcams and stuff. But I use this because I found out that it has a clean HDMI input, and my dad isn't going to be using this because, well, our phones can get better video nowadays, as you can see right now. So that gives a clean HDMI input. So I disconnected the AC60S from my PS5 and I connected it to the camcorder, and that sends a clean HDMI input onto my stream, which I go ahead and use. And the Razer Kiyo Pro, which was my webcam before this, I just keep on top of my PS5, and I use it as a full cam, which is like a full screen filling camera, so I can talk to stream a bit more comfortably if I want to. Other than that, we also have the mouse and keyboard that I use, which is the keyboard being a Razer Blackwidow V2, which is a really old keyboard that I got like I think 3 or 4 years ago that I still use. It works perfectly fine. It has Razer green switches and it's just great. The worst part about this though was, like I said, my old microphone was a Rode NT USB, which is a really popular USB condenser microphone. So that just sucked because it would just pick up all the clacks. But that's the reason I love switching to Shure SM7B, because it isolates my audio and all the background noise just to my audio. It doesn't pick up any of the mouse clicks or the keyboard, and just helps keep the stream a bit more professional quality, I guess you can say. But other than that, I also have the Razer Naga Trinity as my mouse, because I use the Razer Naga Epic Chroma, which is the first ever Razer mouse. I bought it when it first came out, and that thing works so well. I used that mouse for like, I don't know, how long has it been since it came out? Like 5 years or something? And that mouse served me so well. Like, I bought the Razer Chroma, the Razer Naga Chroma, which was the version that came out after the Epic, and that one broke before the Epic. The Epic broke recently, like for some reason the sensor randomly stopped working, so I had to switch to the Naga Trinity, and thus we have this gaming mouse right now. Aside from that, I also have a sort of second monitor to monitor my Twitch stream and my bitrate to make sure it's not lagging or dropping frames too much, and that is the M1 iPad Pro 13-inch, which I used to edit videos on, including it like this video that I'm going to be editing right now on LumaFusion. I did use iMovies before, but I upgraded to LumaFusion. That allowed me to have so much more creative control of my videos. And yeah, that's what I used to monitor my streams. Now let's go and talk about the big behemoth that, other than my gaming PC, that a lot of people are probably wondering about, which is the Samsung CHG90 something. I forget the name constantly. I'm gonna put it up like right over here when I'm editing this, so you know the full name. But this has helped me so much during streaming, seriously. Because before, when I started streaming 3 years ago on Twitch, I used to, not on Twitch, I mean on YouTube, I would stream from an HP Omen 17-inch laptop, and I had like no way to monitor my stream. I would just go live and be like, fingers crossed it's working, and I would read chat through my phone. And that did work. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying that was like a bad thing necessarily. It actually was a pretty good thing. But that was because I didn't have anything to monitor like OBS or anything. So when I finally started streaming, I already had this monitor because I got it for gaming. And I had this when I came back to Twitch to stream again. So now it just sort of serves as like a triple monitor setup while I was streaming. So I can have chat on one end, OBS on the other, and the activity feed on the other, and my game playing at a 1080p resolution right in the middle. And that's the best part about that setup by far, is the fact that I can actually play my game without it having to be shrunk down. And really, this monitor has just made streaming so much easier. I don't go ahead and recommend you buy it immediately. I would recommend you use another third-party app like Duet on your phone or your iPad and connect it to your PC if you're not willing to buy a massive monitor for streaming. Streaming aside though, I do want to talk about these lights behind me, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be wondering this. I put up like LED strip lights behind my bed, and when I light it up, it looks super cool on stream because it looks like a light's going out from my back of my bed, and that just looks really cool. I don't know why the top end doesn't show as nicely. It did when I first installed it, but it's just kind of died down. But yeah, if you're wondering what that red light is, that's a lightsaber that I had that changes colors. And again, it's not like an official lightsaber. I got it from the Razer. I'm not sure how many people know about that. Not sponsored, by the way. Although I actually would be loved to sponsored by something once in a while. The Razer, hit me up. So what we have back there is a red light which contrasts nicely with the blue light. When I'm streaming and on my camera, it contrasts nicely with the skin because it's the opposite color of the skin. And since these lights are usually over there on stream, it separates me from my background, and my background remains dark but slightly colored due to that. There's a purple lightsaber there, a red one there, and then there's blue over there, which just helps keep up this like nice contrast of lighting and just helps like form a really cool background on stream. Okay, so I feel like I should get to my gaming PC now, because this is the thing that honestly handles the whole process of streaming. This is a custom built RTX 3080 gaming PC that I had, which I didn't actually build it by myself. There was a site that I found out in my country that builds it. So I just went ahead and put up the parts there, and they built it and sent it over to me at no additional cost, believe it or not. And that was really shocking to me. The specs of this is an MSI Geforce RTX 3080 with an AMD Ryzen 9 5900X processor, and this just helps give such a smooth stream delivery. The only thing that's holding me back right now from having a super high quality stream is my Wi-Fi, which I'm not gonna get into because, well, just my country's Wi-Fi is really bad in general. This has like 32 gigs of RAM, so it really helps with stream processing, and it's not too loud. It is relatively quiet to a point where it doesn't get into my mic, although I do have a dynamic microphone, so most of the noise wouldn't get into my mic anyways. And as a bonus thing, I wanted to go ahead and mention the massive speaker that you do see in the B-roll when I go ahead and introduce you to it. This is the Sonos Play 5. My dad bought it for me a decent while ago. And it's a nice little thing to have when I just want to, end stream and I just want to listen to music and just chill out on my desk or something while I'm editing a video. So that's just a really nice thing to have in general. But yeah, that's really all I have to say for this streaming setup. And I think I've gotten almost everything I've had, other than the chair, which is like something I got from a tech site in my country that for some reason sold the gaming chair. It's held up pretty well. It looks cool on stream and it gives me decent back support. So, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, the whole point of the setup is that it's full of used things. I'm like reutilizing older things and combining it to form with newer things. And also with the price point, it's either super expensive high-end stuff or, as I've shown you, super not very expensive and low quality stuff. I can go ahead and like pop off the plastic bit of the ring light right now, the thing that diffuses the light, and it's not nice. It's happened. It's been really awkward when it has. But the whole point of this is I'm using like older tech or like tech that I'm not reusing and reutilizing that for streaming. And like, for example, the HD60S, I used it to record my PS5 when I first got it. And then when I found out the camcorder gives a clean HDMI input, I simply rerouted the camcorder into the HD60S to put up a clean HDMI signal to use as a decent quality webcam. And the tripod that I have the camera on, even I didn't buy that. It's a super old tripod that my dad had. So I just went ahead and reutilized that again. And with the PXC 550s, again, super expensive headphones that I didn't buy myself. My dad bought it. And it was an old thing that he wasn't using, so I went ahead and used it myself. And the Razer Kiyo Pro, I didn't want to go ahead and like just throw it away because I had a better webcam. So I reutilized it as my second camera, so I can just like switch between cameras to again just keep the pace of my stream up a bit faster. But the best part about this is a little thing that I don't really recommend other people going out and buying, but it's an Elgato Stream Deck because I got that as my birthday. Like I said, August 20th is being filmed. August 19th yesterday was my birthday. My parents gifted me an Elgato Stream Deck because they asked for it. And it allows me to change scenes so much faster, and just like all around, I'm pretty sure just improves the production quality of my stream just a bit more. And it allows me to just meme around with chat a bit more, especially with NVIDIA broadcast combined. And I mean, overall, this whole setup just goes ahead and combines into such a nice streaming setup that's so easy to use for me. And it's nice because it shows that even when you're a small streamer, you can still have a high quality production stream. Because I sit in this chair for at least 2 hours every single weekend, gaming, playing Minecraft, playing whatever game I feel like. And so having a comfortable space, having a place where you have a controlled mess where you can think about things, it allows you to be creative, it allows you to think of jokes, it allows you to have a fun time with chat. That is something that a streaming setup has to be. The whole point of the streaming setup is it's a portable streaming setup, by which I mean it's a compact one where, like, usually to the naked eye it would seem like a normal desktop setup, because when guests would come around I could just like fold away the ring lights and the tripods and the boom arm away and they won't really see anything. And then when I get back to streaming, I take out all the lights, I take out the tripod, set up the camera, and I'm back up to the streaming setup again. That's the whole point of this, is to not be too flashy in front of other people when they come visit my house, but instead be flashy when I'm on live and streaming. And overall, it combines together to make for some, I would say, pretty decent quality streams. With the Elgato Stream Deck, I can go ahead and mess around. I have my intermission screens, I talk with chat. It's just an overall fun process to have. So yeah, that's all I really have to say for my streaming setup. I don't really have anything else to say. I don't really know what to say anymore. All I can say is thank you guys for showing your support, because it's what's helped me, like, it's what's encouraged me to go ahead and upgrade my streaming setup so people can actually go and enjoy what they watch. So that's all I really have to say. So if you like this type of video, go ahead and leave a like, because it shows that you like these sort of videos. Even though I don't actually make much vlogs and stuff, I am trying to get more into the cinematography style of vlogs, and it's really difficult to do that, but I am trying. So if you like that, then leave a like, and just, like, you know, leave a comment down below to let me know what you think of these types of videos and whether you want to see more. And if you want to see more gaming videos and how all of the streaming setup comes together, go ahead and just subscribe. If the button's red, that means you haven't subscribed yet. Go ahead and click it. Like, change the color, change it to gray, so you can stay up to date with my latest uploads, and that's always fun to have. And if you want to see how all of this comes together as a streaming setup, go ahead and check me out on twitch.tv/infinitelegends_, because I go live there, or I try to go live there every single weekend, Friday night and Thursday nights, around 12 p.m. Bangladesh time. So just stay up tuned. That I definitely messed up that time. I'm gonna have to fix that on my editing software. Okay, so that's all I really have to say. Just go ahead and subscribe, like right here. Just click on that. Come on. Just click on it. And check this video out, because I messed around with the YouTuber while playing Skywars.